It's wild.
It's autumn.
It's Dumfries and Galloway.
Here's a taste of what's to come. I'm Lucy Hadley.
And I'm Brian Morell, and we would like to show you some of the amazing wildlife Dumfries and Galloway has to offer this autumn. Thousands of wild geese arriving from the north. Huge flocks of waders flying about on the Solway tides.
The majestic red deer, and the cutest of them all, the red squirrel.
Dark skies, Solway light, wonderful wildlife, Dumfries and Galloway's got it all.
Come with us as we take you on a tour to see some of the fantastic wildlife we've got here. The Galloway Forest Park is a great place to see and hear red deer during autumn. Red deer are an impressive sight in Dumfries and Galloway at any time of the year, but for me, autumn's the best. The stags look stunning at this time of the year, and they know it. They roam majestically through the hills, keeping an eye on their competition and being ready to battle it out to decide who's going to be crowned monarch of the Glen, or rather Galloway. Although autumn can be a great time to see red deer, it can also be dangerous if you get too close. Check out the Wild Autumn Events programme and join a ranger-led tour so that you can experience Scotland's largest land mammal during autumn in a safe and controlled environment. There are a couple of other deer species to look out for on a trip to the region too. Roe are the most common and relatively shy deer that can be seen in many woodlands and woodland-edged fields. They're easy to identify by their white rump. This tends to be a common view of them as they spot you and scarper off. If you're really lucky, you could catch a glimpse of fallow deer. They're a bit smaller than the red deer, standing about 1 metre at the shoulder. Woodlands and farmers' fields in Galloway are a favourite place for small groups of fallow deer to hang out. And there's loads of events planned to help get you close to red deer and other wildlife this autumn.
Wild geese migrate to Dumfries and Galloway in their thousands every autumn, and it's one of the best places in the whole country to see them and get close to them. Sometimes up to 6 species of wild geese you can see right across the region. A fantastic sight of barnacle geese flying into the Solway. You can see these birds feeding. They're on the grasses and salt marshes of the coastal fields of the North Solway. These fantastic little geese have flown all the way from Arctic Svalbard, a distance of some 2,000 miles, to spend the winter here. They're very smart geese. You can see the black neck and breast, white on the underside, black and grey stripes, and they've got that distinctive white face. Bathing's a very important part of their daily routine. Coming in for a drink and a bathe helps keep their feathers in good condition. These birds roost out on the mud flats at night, so they're out in the salt water, so it's vital to come in for a drink and a wash during the day. Pink-footed geese come to the Solway in their thousands from Iceland every winter and can be seen all over the region. Pale-bellied Brent geese come to the Solway all the way from Arctic Canada, coming right over Greenland, Iceland, and you can find them in the western part of the region. Round about Stranraer is one of the best places to see them. They're quite distinctive geese. They've got black necks, black heads, greyish on the flanks, white on the underside and white near the tail. They also have what's called a white necklace just under the chin there, certainly on the adults. One of the rarest geese that visits the Solway in the winter is the Greenland white-fronted goose. This declining population can be seen in 2 areas, over in the west of the region towards Stranraer, and there's a population of about 200 that regularly winter round about the Loch Ken area. These large brown geese have got bright orange legs A bright orange bill and a white flash on the front of their face, that's what gives them their name. This is a goose that's well worth coming to see. There's only about 26,000 of them in the whole world, and it's very difficult to get close to them to see them at all anywhere in this country. Dumfries and Galloway is one of the best places, but sometimes you do have a bit of a wild goose chase trying to catch up with those 200 birds round about Loch Ken. Greylag geese also come to the region in big numbers. Some of these birds come all the way from breeding populations in Iceland, but there are also greylag geese who breed in Scotland that come down to the Solway for the winter. Again, the plumage is a bit like the Greenland white fronts, but the best thing with grey geese is to look at the bill. These birds have got a large stout orange bill, and that's the best diagnostic feature to look at. They don't have the white flash in the front of their face that the white-fronted goose has. Canada geese can also be found in the region. These large brown geese with black necks and white chin straps are introduced birds, and you can find them all over on lochs and rivers throughout the region. Aren't the geese spectacular?
Oh, and it's fantastic that there's so many different places in Dumfries and Galloway you can go and see different species of geese so close up.
And it's not just the geese, other species of wildfowl are really accessible too. Whooper swans come here in their hundreds from Iceland, and this is one of the best places to see them. Whooper swans fly in from Iceland to spend the winter on the Solway. We can see large groups of them at different places throughout the region, but one of the best places to see them is at WWT Calaverick Wetland Centre. Here we can see a family of whooper swans, distinctive yellow and black bills, and the cygnets, grey plumage, not yet got that yellow come into the face pattern. They come into Calaverick every day for the swan feeds at 11 and 2. It gives you a chance to see up to 300 of these majestic birds, closer than anywhere else in the whole country. Whooper swans have got that distinctive yellow and black face pattern on the bill. Each one's individual to that bird. It's a bit like we all have different faces, or different fingerprints even. But it's great to see these birds so close. Waders swirling about on the Solway tide. One of the fantastic bird-watching sights you can see anywhere in the world. North Solway is one of the best places to see it. As the tide comes in, thousands of birds are pushed back, looking for a safe roost from the waters as they come in. We've got huge numbers of knot, dunlin and oyster catchers, one of the most important places in Scotland, with over 10,000 coming in the autumn to spend the winter here. These birds are looking for a safe place when the tides are high. Here we can see a group of turnstones and the odd dunlin there, waiting till the tides recede, opening up the rich feeding grounds of the Solway mud, where they can find invertebrates. Isn't it amazing that the North Solway hosts internationally important numbers of wildfowl and waders?
Oh, it's fantastic, Brian. And Dumfries and Galloway is also great for red squirrels, our national favourite. Take a walk in a woodland here and you might just see one. When you're exploring the woodlands, look for signs of red squirrels by searching out nibbled cones. The seeds in conifer cones are a favourite snack, and the nibbled remains get discarded to the woodland floor, so a sure sign there's a red squirrel about. Our native woodland resident, the red squirrel, has unfortunately disappeared from many woods across the British Isles, but they're still hanging on here, and there's a good-sized population of them living in Dumfries and Galloway. As these charismatic characters search for food to stock up their winter larders, autumn can be a very rewarding time of the year to look for them. As autumn goes into winter, the red squirrels don't hibernate, so if you go down to the woods in Galloway at any time of the year, you're sure to be in for a wildlife treat. Red squirrels are so cute, aren't they, Brian?
Yes, Lucy, they're one of my favourites, and we've only just really scratched the surface of what's on offer here in Dumfries and Galloway in the autumn. There's fantastic fungi.
And there's otters.
Waxwings.
Red kite.
The dusk starling roosts are a real spectacle.
And you know, Brian, when all of the wildlife's gone to bed, you can look up and enjoy the fantastic dark skies that we have here, home to the UK's first dark sky park.
So we look forward to welcoming all of you here in Dumfries and Galloway this autumn.